Hey guys, what's going on? Chaos Destruction 100 here, and it has been for frickin' ever since I said that. Wow. How long has it been since I streamed on Twitch? Anyways, welcome to Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster. I have been wanting to play this game for quite some time, so why not, right? So, here's how this is gonna play out. Obviously, I'm going to be doing a recording of this game with commentary, but I'm also recording a version of it without commentary. So those of us who just want to watch a playthrough of it without me talking over it, well, they can. And that's enough of me yapping about this. Let's begin. Okay, so Final Fantasy is pretty much a classic 80s style RPG based on, I think loosely based on Dungeons & Dragons. So you got 4 characters to your party, and you got 6 classes you can choose from. You got a warrior, a thief, a monk, a red mage, a white mage, and a black mage. By default, you have a warrior, a thief, a white mage, and a black mage, which I think is a pretty balanced party. Now, I did ask a group of my friends for names to give these guys, and just imagine in your mind's eye for a minute here. Frickin' Shinobu Sensui, Sato Kazuma, Dende, and Megumin end up in a bar together. Yeah. Alright, and now the game begins. As you could probably tell earlier, the world's not exactly in good shape right now. Welcome to our first town, Cornelia. I highly recommend, especially if you're a first-time player, to talk to everyone and investigate everything. It's a well. It looks like you could climb inside, but you can't. Really. No, seriously, you can't. I have tried. Alright. Methinks that, getting some weapons would be a good idea. weapons and other gear. It is also worth noting that the White Mage and Black Mage do not actually have the ability to equip all the same stuff, although you'd think they would. I will take that, and I will take that. Okay. Okay. So, like, if you talk to the various NPCs around town, you'll usually get little hints about what you're supposed to do next. And while I'm here, let's learn some magic, shall we? So, as a quick explanation for how magic in this game works, basically it comes in 8 tiers. You start with the first tier in your first town, and you just go on from there. But instead of like an MP gauge like you'd see in later games or in Kingdom Hearts, you instead have a specific number of casts for each tier of magic. Though this goes up the more you level up, as you might expect. Also, unlike in a lot of later games, you have to buy your magic from the stores you find in every town. I guess the idea is that these are like magic teachers and they're teaching you the magic. Oh, and I should probably mention what I actually got here. So I got Cure, which, you know, basic healing magic. Dia, which is basically this game's version of Turn Undead. And, you know, Protect. Simple, useful. And for our Black Mage, Fire, Sleep, and Thunder. These all basically go without saying, and frankly, because it's Megumin, of course she's gonna learn the spells that make things blow up. You'd be disappointed if she didn't, right? Okay. Also, if you die, or if a character falls in battle, you bring into these buildings here for churches, and if you pay a fee, I think about 50 gil, they'll resurrect with 1 HP. Yeah, 1 HP. That has, that screwed me over one time. Alright. On to the story. We are thus brought to the king. Yeah, so he's asking us to rescue his daughter Sarah, which was alluded to in the town earlier. Kidnapped by a former knight named Garland. And he took her to the Chaos Shrine, which, you know, sounds like a real nice place, to the north. I guess this is what it takes to, get their asses in gear and to fix shit, right? So, on Garland, exactly what happened to him and why he went evil kind of depends on, like, I guess the version of the game you're playing. It's always kind of vague, too. Weapons. But it's locked. You need a Mystic Key to get to it. And the Mystic Key is with the elves. Obviously, we're not there yet. But now, off to adventure. Whoa, that's a lot of guys. Maybe this is actually, I think, a good excuse to show off some magic. Otherwise, we might get a little bit overwhelmed here. Haha! Sitting ducks. Also, you might have noticed that when Mesquite and the Knight attack, it counts out how many hits they land. Damage in this game is calculated both by your strength stat and the amount of times you attack in a turn. Level up. It's like instead of a critical hit, I might hit, you know, another more than usual when I attack. Sorry, I've got a bit of a... It's turning spring, so my nose is a little bit... Was easy. This might be a good time to use the potion. In this game, or this version of the game rather, Garland claims that he just wants to take over the kingdom. Classic Doomsday villain. Do you have any idea who you're messing with? Said every Karen ever. I, Garland, will knock you all down. That would have been so much more badass if he had just gone and said, I will strike you down. Alright, here we go. First boss, he's not... Well, he's our first boss, so... As you can probably guess, he's not going to be that tough. Basically just wail on him. Ooh. Well, right as I say that, he then knocks down Kazuma. And I don't have any Phoenix down, or any revival spells. Goody. And down he goes. Level up. For everyone but Kazuma. Really? I'm surprised. 4 nobodies, or rather, 1 badass and 3 weirdos show up and take him down. Ignore that one of us went down like a chump. But darkness. Yes, Final Fantasy was obsessed with the concept of darkness ever since the beginning. Classic. Oh, and Sarah has something for us. A lute. A bit of an heirloom, as it were. Alright. Well, time to set off. Also, if in the event you ever get lost, talking to that dancing girl in town will, she'll usually give you a hint. At least up to a certain point. Well, I'm gonna get this damn thing fixed. They've been putting it off for as long as they could, but, I mean, I'm not sure why you, wouldn't have fixed the bridge earlier. Seems like it'd be, a little kind of important, you know? Okay, now we have to get Cosmo's ass back up. Where's Aqua? And there we go. Yeah, tough luck, buddy. You're gonna forever be a little bit behind everyone level-wise. Just like in Konosuba. And these 4 guys give you a little bit of advice about, like, weapons, armor, magic, alike. Oh, I agree. Oh yeah, some pieces of equipment are used as items, and they can give you some really useful, like, buffs and effects, so keep that in mind. Also, some weapons gain buffs against certain kinds of monsters. Alright, time to fully heal everyone. And, how much guild? Oh, I have enough to get some items. Awesome. Really, bro? couple of these. One of these. I'm also taking one of those. I have had mishaps before. And now, the adventure truly begins. Yeah, I don't really speak during sequences like that. I feel like me talking would just cheapen it. Ah, hello, losers. Betty, bye. And since we're all incapacitated, well, sitting ducks. Although I suppose it only lasts for like a turn. So usefulness is a bit limited. But anyways, easy victory. Also, you might notice that I get 90 EXP, but I don't actually get that many per character. That's because it's evenly split between all the characters. Yeah, that's how it works. Technically I'm supposed to go to the east, but since I'm over this way... Yeah, I think I'm choosing the right guy to cast Protect on. Alright, we'll show off a couple of other spells. Eep. I'll use a potion on him. Okay. That was a bit close. But hey, everyone leveled up. Wait, if I really felt dicey about it, I can actually turn off the random encounters. It's one of the neat features in this game. So if I really just want to go forward really quickly, or you know, I'm in really bad straits, I can just turn that off and not have to deal with it. But I would like to level up, so at least for now. You might also notice that the enemies are significantly tougher than they were earlier. But we're getting tougher too. And we can just go ham on this guy. Does Dende lift her middle finger when she's, celebrating? Look. Welcome to Matoya's Cave. This is an area for later in the game. Tell me that's not based on the Sorcerer's Apprentice. Tell me it's not. And here is Matoya herself. Stumbling around like a blind bat because, well, she is. Blind, I mean. So, you know, someone stole her crystal eye, and, well, that's not gonna be important later. Nope. In case you were wondering, that was sarcasm. Oh, and all the brooms say the same thing, by the way. You know, no. I have no idea how you're supposed to pronounce that. But anyways, on to the adventure. Not even worth commenting on. Although I probably should use one of my potions. And I've got enough gil to check into the inn in the next town, which is great. Level up. Well, I suppose my thief here is a little more lucky than Kazuma in Konosuba because he's actually getting levels. Well, it's just the one guy, but still. Okay, yeah, I think I was smart in healing him first. He got beaten by a black mage. Ouch! Alright. And welcome to Pravoka. They've got a bit of a pirate problem, as you can tell. And I can go deal with them, but first I think it'd be smart to, take a nap. And now that we've done that, let's go ahead and take a quick look around here. See if they've got some weapons for us. I do have those equipped, right? No, I don't. Okay, so these are totally new. Ooh, that costs a lot. 16 attack, though. Yeah, I want it. See if I regret this later. Also, it'd probably be... Okay, I can't quite save here, but I can quick save. Although, yep, here are the pirates. You got cannonballs of steel to be taken on the Great Pirate Beacon. Keel haul them, boys! So there's 9 of these guys. Yeah, they ain't tough. Although, keeping him from doing anything would be nice. Too bad the Black Mage went last. Yeah, we'll set. There's this guy. And the pirates are history. Level up. Face they make. And he promptly starts kissing our asses. He even gives us his ship. How nice. And now, we have the ability to sail on the open seas. Elves live across the seas. And also their prince, he's out cold. He's not waking up. Sounds like a call to adventure. Okay, I'll just buy. I can afford it. Seriously, though, the black and white mages, they need all the frickin' defense they can get. They are squishy. Okay, I'm gonna just take a quick look around just a little bit, just to see, well, I know there's magic store here. I'm gonna want to take a look at that. I'm only gonna be able to buy one, so I might do just a little bit of grinding off camera to get some other spells, but, which one of these do I want? Silence seems good. It keeps enemies from casting magic. Okay. So, I'm gonna grind a bit off camera. It's mostly just for gold. I kind of want some more spells. But, oh, I'm gonna see what that guy has to say. Melmond, this town where the earth is rotting. Alright. So, the Elf Kingdom and Melmond are two places we're gonna have to investigate. That will be for next time. I'm gonna call it here. This has been Calstruction 100, signing out. Take care, guys. Bye.